Uncle Howdy and Bray and all these things, these are all real. They're based on moments and things that have really happened. The Uncle Howdy there's so much more to it than you think. It's not just so cut and dry, spooky man in the background. There's more to it. There's complexities that you haven't got to see yet. There's things that I don't understand about it, and that's the beauty of it, is it's gonna grow organically, but the story of it, I don't even think has been told yet. And what if once you understand what it really is and where it came from in my childhood, and Howdy really, it's much deeper than you think it is.
I know. It's Tuesday, and we're getting another installment of Wrestle Talk. But there is a reason why we are getting this special edition of Wrestle Talk. You heard it in the very beginning. You heard the voice. The late, great Wyndham Rotunda. We know him better as Bray Wyatt. Last night on Monday Night Raw, as Raw was concluding, we got the debut, or the return, shall we say. Ever since the Bray Wyatt documentary, and if you watched it at the very, very end, they started this tease that the story of Bray Wyatt, the story of the Wyatt Sicks, was not done. And last night, as Raw was ending, we got the return. Now, throughout the weeks, months, we've been getting QR codes. I haven't really talked about it as much because I knew what this was because we've followed this before. We talked about it, when Bray Wyatt was returning with the White Rabbit and the whole, during the breaks, they would play White Rabbit. This time they were playing something different. I addressed it a little bit, but I didn't really want to continue it because I just wanted to see what it was going to be. And we talked about who would be in this family. We talked about, could it be Nikki Cross? Could it be Alexa Bliss? Joe Gacy? Eric Rowan? Dexter Lumis? Well, we got all that confirmed last night in what was probably the most horrific debut, return, whatever you want to refer to it as. We got that last night. This is Wrestle Talk with the franchise. As I said, this is an impromptu episode. I was not intending on coming in to do this episode, but damn it, I watched it last night and I couldn't help it. I'm on vacation too this week. So, I said to myself, I have to come in to do this because I have to talk about this now. I don't want to wait till Sunday because more may happen. We don't know because the QR code was not only on Raw, but it was on SmackDown. Are we going to see the Wyatt Sicks on SmackDown? That's a good question. Now, they're not referred to as the number 6. They're referred to as Sicks, like sick. Sick. That's what they're referred to. The Wyatt Sicks. That's what they're referred to. The heart of this episode, and it's not going to be a long episode, is going to be on the conclusion of Raw with the Wyatt Sicks. And it's going to be hard to kind of say it because you want to say six, but it's like when you're sick with the S at the end. Man. So where do we begin? You know, it started, you know, we seen it, and I love as I was watching it, as we watched in the beginning of Raw, when the graphics showed up, the here, the then, now, forever, together package showed up, we started seeing the glitching there. And then throughout the time, we would see it, you know, and Michael Cole and Pat McAfee kind of teased, like, they said they were coming today, right? And I sat there and I said, this is Triple H. Triple H is going to wait to the end. He's going to wait to the end. And after the Jey Uso, because I was sitting there, I was like, okay, could they do something to screw over Finn and then you get them feuding with the Judgment Day? But that didn't happen, clearly. Jey Uso, and I was like, maybe they're going to go out to Jey because of the Fireflies. And if you didn't see, go check out Jey Uso, digital exclusive of him talking about the white. And he said, yo, y'all can have the Fireflies. I don't want no problems with y'all. So it was that kind of made me laugh. But I thought that they were going to go after Jey because of that. But clearly they didn't. They went after everybody. Now there's some speculation on who these people were. We know the one noticeable person was Chad Gable, but all the other people, like where Mercy the Buzzer, which I believe, and I will go through the list of the people who is who, but I believe when they went into the gorilla and they showed the first guy that was up against the wall next to Mercy the Buzzer, they claimed that was Karrion Kross. Then there's other shots that people think that Braun Strowman was there, Braun Breaker. Some people were even saying Seth Rollins. There was one where people are assuming that Gunther was a part of this attack, meaning he was one of the victims. But the noticeable one was Chad Gable. Now, in one of the video packages or something that they revealed, there was the CG initial, which kind of scares me too because my initials are CG. But you see the CG. You see people were talking about in the locker room after he and the Alpha Academy broke up. If you look on the top of the locker, there looked like there was Rambling Rabbit. Like, it looks like the rabbit was there. So there was these small little Easter eggs that people are kind of alluding to that this may have been what happened. There was a big one that no one is really talking about, which I'm going to get into once we get into the rollout of it, which let's get into it now. So we have, you know, obviously they're teasing all this leading up to it. The one thing that they kept, the QR code, I guess yesterday kept saying we're here. And then I'm like, okay, if they're not doing this at any point, they're going to do it at the end. I'm like, it's Triple H. We know Triple H. Triple H did it with Bray Wyatt, where he waited to the very end of the show to present Bray. And they did it again. So we had the effects. We had the powering outage of the lights. And then we hear And then you see the door. And when I seen the door, I got up because I'm like, here we go. This is like, what are we going to get? What are we going to get out of this? And the door opens up, as we know. But then we started seeing something that looked like it came out the ring, the Grudge. We started seeing the emergence of Sister Abigail, Nikki Cross. We started seeing her, and she stood, and she just pointed. Now, there's something that people were talking about, and I'm not 100% sure how accurate this is. This could be just a reach, because they keep alluding to 6, but we know that it's, at the end of the shot is 5. And people been saying that Alexa Bliss may be a part of this. And they said that if you looked at it, it appeared though as if there was a dowel or something in the corner, like where the door was. You can see it. They claim you can see what looks like another person holding a dowel or something to that degree. And they claim that may be Alexa Bliss. But as Triple H loves to do with these shots, he does the long continuing shot. So you go into the gorilla and you see the first victims, and you see Rambling Rabbit. And he turns around, he's holding a hammer, a bludgeoning hammer that says help. And we all know the Bludgeon Brothers, Eric Rowan. So we know Rambling Rabbit is Eric Rowan. Then you go back more and you see, I believe it is Mercy the Buzzer, which would be Dexter Lumis. They claim that Dexter has indeed grown his hair to have the dreads, the blonde dreads. And then we have Husky the Pig, which would be Joe Gacy. So in the order, it's Abigail, Rambling Rabbit, I believe it is Husky, which is Joe Gacy, and then Mercy the Buzzer, which is Dexter Lumis. And then we get, as you see, Chad Gable, which most people think took a shot, Then we see Uncle Howdy, and he is standing there in this psychotic, like scarecrow type of pose, and he's walking and he's doing it's like he's stumbling with his walk, and he has a glove, and the glove says Bray. He has the hat, and the hat has a red circle on there. And his mask looks a little different. And he starts and he looks at Husky. Mercy comes off wherever he was sitting on. Start making his way around. Now, you don't really see Rambling Rabbit. They don't show Rambling with them, but as he makes his way out to the arena, the crowd is going crazy. And then you see the family. And you see Bray, you see Uncle Howdy grab the lantern and he says the iconic Bray Wyatt words.
We're here.
And then it ends with a static shot of a static image of Sister Abigail, Nikki Cross, who I think is going to be the one that is going to be the forefront of this faction. And I say that because if you think about Bray Wyatt's sister, so now we're going to see Sister Abigail in its entirety, as she may be the focal point of this whole faction. But the one thing that I will suggest, if I'm with the pencil, I am not having this faction be present with a live audience. All their promos, their vignettes, everything is taped. And there's a reason why I say that. If you want to create this faction and you want to do it in a way that is so like captivating and puts this sense of fear into people, they cannot do it in front of a live crowd, because Bo Dallas, Taylor Rotunda is going to get emotional. He's going to break. He's going to break character. He is. It's going to happen. He's going to break. He's going to fold. He did it during the Hall of Fame induction for his father and his uncle. He broke. So I know that this is the ultimate tribute to Bray. And I think, and I know that when Bray came back, he was emotional when he first debuted, when he came back at Extreme Rules, and then that Friday when he appeared on SmackDown, he was very visibly, you seen he was emotional. And he said, this is not Bray, this is Wyndham talking. Do I want to see them do that with this? No. Because like I said, I think you want to continue that Wyatt legacy, and that's how you do it. So I'm looking forward to this. I got chills when I watched it. I'm getting I'm getting the shirts. It's fully, like I said before when I was talking about the documentary for Bray Wyatt. As I watched that documentary, I started to feel like I was upset at Vince, because Vince wanted to see this go. He didn't want to see Bray's vision. He wanted to create the Bray Wyatt character. He wanted to take it and kind of make it his own, but still give Bray some grace. What I love most about what Triple H is doing in this era, in his regime, is what he did in NXT, where he will allow the talent to test the waters. And Triple H will sprinkle a little bit of his stuff in. Oh, I like that, but let's try it this way. He's allowing them to do that. And I think with this, he's doing the same, especially because of it being Bray's character and Bo Dallas. Well, I'm not even going to call him Bo anymore. I'm just going to call him Taylor, or Uncle Howdy. But to see this go the way I'm looking forward to what this is going to pertain, where this is going to go. But I really think Nikki Cross, Sister Abigail, is going to be the standout of this whole entire thing. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have. Like I said, I did not want to take much time with this episode of Wrestle Talk, because all I wanted to talk about was the the Wyatt Sicks. What do you think about this faction? Where do you see this going? I mean, they kind of took everybody out. if we're going based off of that. I know another person that they claimed was Carmelo, and Carmelo said, nah, I wasn't there, which is stupid. Like, why would somebody think that Carmelo would have been one of the victims when Carmelo is on SmackDown? But I can understand, because it's, a couple of the hairstyles, one of the person did kind of look like, but it's going to be relatively interesting to see where this goes, because they did eliminate more than just, it was a mix. If they did take out Gunther and Karrion Kross, those are heels. I believe they even said Kofi might have been one of the victims. Chad Gable. There's a lot. And one thing that I'm going to need for a lot of people to pay attention to Bo Dallas's YouTube channel. That is the one. If you want to find out more about this story and where they're going, check out his Instagram. His YouTube channel. There's a lot of hidden gems in there, a lot of Easter eggs about where the direction of the Wyatt Sicks are going to go. So with that being said, man, like I said, I didn't want to take up much time. I just wanted to talk about that because this was the moment that we've been waiting for. So let me know what y'all thought about the debut or the return, or however you want to phrase it, of the Wyatt Sicks. Till then, I am out. Later.